baby bulls are coming out to play as Bitcoin is right now closer than ever to breaking out of a truly ginormous giga pattern. But will Larry send the bears to an early grave, squealing and crying like giant babies? Or is something even larger on the way? Right now, the price of Bitcoin, let's be honest, looks pretty good. But what if I told you it's about to look even better? So if you understand Bitcoin's about to have a bull run unlike anything we've ever seen, bigger, better, faster, and stronger than quite literally anyone has ever witnessed. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, get sent up to FEMEX, blow up in my Bitcoin or altcoins. And without any further ado, let's completely dump on into these charts where we see Bitcoin right now continuing to put in higher lows and potentially now closer than ever to yet another higher high, and only a few measly teensy percent from a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Now, there's a few massive things actually that I need to update in just the last 24 hours. One of the first ginormous things is that we saw Bitcoin ETFs take in their second highest daily amount ever yesterday. Whereas people were maybe thinking, okay, these ETFs are kind of fizzling and out of juice, right? Many people believing this. What if I told you, in fact, that this is the beginning of a new wave, much bigger than any of the waves we've seen before? They took about almost $1 billion of Bitcoin yesterday in a single day, the second largest day of inflows ever for Bitcoin ETFs. Wave 1 of ETF inflows took Bitcoin from 37 to 73K. If this is truly a giant wave 2, let's just say 100K is child's play. 100K is basically, just the beginning. I personally think that we're going to go very, very high, very big. Now, obviously, there will be dumps and pumps along the way. It doesn't matter, okay? Look at the trend of this thing. Absolutely. And even more importantly, I think we're seeing massive shorts, massive short positions right here on Bitcoin, specifically even on Binance, that could trigger volatility if the price goes above 72,000, meaning people have a lot of shorts placed around $72,000 per Bitcoin and even higher than that. And as we've seen in the past, if we get the price to go up there, those shorts likely to be liquidated, which pushes the price higher, which increases the price even more. And basically that's only a few $1,000s below the all-time highs is where all of these short positions are placed. So if these short positions start getting liquidated, you bet your butt Bitcoin can start exploding to new all-time highs like that, right? In a single daily candle, easy mode, okay? Easy mode, very likely. We also saw, this is not related to price. Well, actually, I think it is, maybe even more so than anything else. And I want to, I'm sure many of you already actually know before I say it, but Coinbase launches a smart wallet here. And basically the idea behind it is, this will onboard the next billion users. Guys, let's be honest. I've been in crypto for like 8 years. One of the main things, if you want to get your friend, your granny, your uncle, your aunt into crypto, do they want to deal with all these seed phrases, all this stuff? No. So the user interface has been a massive hindrance to a lot of new people, especially people that are not as tech savvy getting into crypto. And this is potentially going to be the mainstream way that a lot of new people can get onboarded into this space. We already have the Bitcoin spot ETFs, which is a massive way that a lot of traditional or less tech savvy investors have gotten into crypto and will continue to massively get in. But this is yet another option. This cycle looks to be absolutely shaping up to be the cycle that is truly trying to go for mainstream adoption, that is truly trying to get everybody involved, not just the people that are in the age group like 20 to 35 that grew up with technology and are very tech savvy. No, if crypto is truly going to be mainstream, you need to expand beyond that. And that is exactly why I like these type of initiatives where you're seeing, well, for example, the Bitcoin spot ETFs where you can invest traditionally, also something like this Coinbase wallet. Absolutely, I think this is going to potentially be the massive precursor, a massive ignition into, true global adoption. Absolutely. Now, if we actually dump into the charts, we actually see this. So Bitcoin continuing to hold the 21-day moving average absolutely has broken out of this inverse head and shoulders. But wait, what if in fact there's an even more ginormous inverse head and shoulders that has actually been forming for the past 3 months? All of this sideways price action has been leading up to this. This, okay, This is what we go to bed, we cross our toes, and we pray for. These are the type of situations, right? This type of setup. Whereas we had this left shoulder form and bottom back around 60K back in the middle of March. The head going all the way down on May 1st to about 56,000 US dollars. And now right now, most recently putting in this low on May 31st around 66,000 US dollars. A breakout target of this pattern, the size of the head basically, could put us above 90,000 US dollars. Now, if we actually get a breakout, we start actually breaking out above these previous all-time highs, which really, look at this, we barely have to go anywhere. Actually, even you just put on this line to see, where this is previous all-time highs. So this would have to be a tiny micro breakout, and then we would, all we would need is the tiniest micro breakout, and then that would put us above all-time highs, which would fuel this rally in multiple ways. It would liquidate shorts. It would get more people involved, right? More people from around the world would start joining in and saying, oh, wait, did you hear Bitcoin's actually at a new all-time high? People are going to start speculating again. Obviously, meme coins, a lot of coins are going to start going crazy. But again, this is a catalyst that, you have to be insane to ignore it. Now, there's no guarantee it's going to happen right now, but guys, look at this setup. Every day I post a video. Well, every time that I post a video, I'll basically come on and say, wow, this looks pretty good. This is a nice setup, something like that. And then if you wait a couple days or weeks, it ends up being true. But right away, I usually get a couple comments from someone being like, oh, we're down since you posted this. And it'll be like down like $200 or something. I think those people are just desperate because they either don't have positions or they've been shorting the market or whatever it is. And they are just full of hopium, hoping that this market collapses and crashes. And if you have a brain in your head and you look at this without bias, you look at it objectively, you take away your emotions, okay? You look at this, you will be more accurate because you will start understanding, oh, we are entering, potentially the last most explosive phase of this bull market. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's so obvious. And so far, I've been saying the same thing since 2023 started, okay? And a lot of people have, and a lot of people have been right. But you go to the beginning of 2023, look what the price has done. This entire time, there have been people saying, oh, this is the beginning of a massive crash. And it has only gone up. It's gone sideways, little dumps here and there. But ultimately, if you zoom out, the people that were saying, hey, we're going to go up are the only ones that have been right for the past 18, 19 months. And there are still so many people that are somehow in disbelief and still do not understand. As soon as those people start believing that it's up only, then we're close to a top. But somehow, and this is what still shocks me, somehow there are still so many doubters, so many haters, so many people that simply think this is the beginning of the biggest crash ever. And as long as there's still somehow that many people, you're probably watching this saying, I don't see that many people. Most people are not like that. I read thousands of comments. Okay, I'm very tuned into the sentiment, specifically around my videos, but also I comb Twitter, everything like that. There are somehow still people that are just giga bearish, and I don't understand it. I just simply don't understand how somebody could be so detached from reality. Anyway, the point is, setup looks fantastic. We are now closer. Actually, if we get a daily close, kind of where we're at right now will be the highest daily close. If we get a daily close at about, let's say 72,000, that'll be the highest daily close since back on March 13th when we broke to new all-time highs. Actually, I think that might be the second highest daily close in Bitcoin's history if we get a daily close at 72,000, which is insane, complete insanity. Bollinger Bands, again, this breakout very easily, you can see how tight they are, usually signal massive volatility. Massive volatility here, maybe we'll get a fake out in the next day or two and maybe we'll get a little dump or whatever. But ultimately, I truly believe this trend is, or this pattern is so spring-loaded to the upside. Do you ever hold a banana or you ever hold a beach ball underwater, right? You keep pushing it down, you push it, and eventually, you push it as far as you can go. When you let go, the further you manage to push it down, the stronger the big bounce will be. And I'm here to say, the bounce isn't going to be big. It's going to be extremely big. And get some of the FEMAX or BINGX below if you want to buy Bitcoin or altcoins. Without further ado,